Flosstube. My name is Becca. This is my channel, SamBrie Stitches. You can also find me on Instagram under SamBrie Stitches as well. You can see the bunny is roaming the deck right now, so we'll see if he attacks me today. Anyways, welcome to my new subscribers and viewers. Thank you all so much for joining and giving me a chance. I hope that you enjoy my videos. And welcome back to my returning subscribers and viewers. I appreciate you guys so very much. I know that I say this daily now, but thank you so much. And everybody who wished my daughter a happy 21st, thank you so very much. Oh, Bunny's happy hopping. You know, despite her plans, you know, being canceled, she was originally supposed to be in California at a concert yesterday on her birthday, so she was kind of down in the dumps. So the video that I took of her opening her gifts and all that kind of stuff was less than enthused. She did love her pillow, but she wasn't thrilled that I was also recording it, but she let me do it anyways. But I think she cheered up a little bit. The mobile bar did come down our street. There was quite a few neighbors. We kind of congregated in one area, but still socially distanced. And they let her be the first to go up to the mobile bar since it was her 21st, and they were wishing her happy birthday, and you know, it was pretty cool. So she got to experience, you know, getting her first legal alcoholic drink and everything. And the bartender, we know them from the local bar that my husband and I go to every so often. Oh, the sun's coming out. Now I'm blind. Said that this has to be one of the coolest 21st birthdays because how many people can say that they had a mobile bar arrive and got their first legal drink on their 21st birthday during quarantine kind of thing. So yeah, it was a unique birthday. But again, she was upset that her original plans, you know, got canceled. We tried to make the best of it. We had stocked up on some alcohol. We're not big drinkers in my family. Oh, Rooster's back. He hasn't been making noise the entire time until now. We're not big drinkers, so when we do drink, I'm a lightweight, and oh my gosh, I'm alive. I don't have a headache, which is weird because I get headaches just naturally. But I don't have a hangover, and I drank quite a bit. So I did insert a lot of video and photos yesterday because I uploaded a little bit later. And then I put some at the beginning. We had a little fire on our deck and did a birthday shot, toasted marshmallows, and hung out. And then just took some background scenery pictures. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that at the beginning. I did not stitch at all yesterday or watch. I think I watched 2 Flosstubes last night as I was lying in bed, pretty much passing out. But yesterday was just kind of a blur. I had work in the morning and then celebrated Sam's 21st. So no stitching to show you at all. And I wasn't going to make a video until Carla Rolodex Stitcher posted some screenshots, and she uploaded a Flosstube that I need to go watch, but she made a tag. So I figured I would answer her tag since y'all like the stitch with me's. So let me get to it. And again, y'all know pretty much my stitch with me's are just filling this in so that I don't mess it up. So Erica Michaels, thanks to the brave. Do you hear the rooster? He's so funny. And I'm just filling in the blue because that's what I have left if I can get my needle out. So this is the Rolodex random tag. I believe it's, yeah, 13 questions that she made up. And so here we go. The first one, how did you come up with your Flosstube name? Flosstube name, SamBrie Stitches. And a lot of people have asked about it, so I started putting it in my description notes. Oldest daughter is Samantha, youngest daughter Brianna. So I smushed their names together, SamBrie, and then of course cross stitches Stitches, so SamBrie Stitches. I liked how it sounded, and I wanted to incorporate my girls into the name because I stitched a lot for them. You know, my camera just cut randomly off. I'm glad I caught it. But I wanted to smush their names together because I stitched a lot for them, and some of the first cross stitches that I ever made were their birth samplers, which they're pretty large birth samplers. I would show them, but I don't have the capability of blurring out like their information. Although you can figure out Sam's birthday since I just posted it everywhere and she turned 21. So I guess it's not that big of a deal. So maybe I'll show them in one of my videos if I remember. So that's how I came up with my Flosstube name. It was actually my Instagram name, and I used to sell gift baskets with small cross stitch pieces in them in the mall at a bazaar shop. And that was my little tiny shop name years ago too. So it's kind of been with me. Number 2, what is one word you never use to describe yourself and why? Ooh, that's a tough one. I guess one word I would never use to describe myself would be a liar. I am not a tell it like it is type of person, but I will not lie to you. If I said something and you confront me, I'm going to own up to it. I've learned that honesty is the best policy. That saying is true. So I would like to say that I am not a liar. I think, to me, lying is one of the worst things that you could do. Being dishonest. A few of my friends I've discovered, not my stitchy friends, but have just like little white lies that really just, sometimes white lies are good. I get it. You know, you don't want to hurt people's feelings. But some of them are so stupid. Like, you think that lying and you're not going to get caught, and getting caught makes it worse. So there was an experience that one of my friends at work just decided to lie over something dumb that I'm not going to really get into. But of course I discovered it, and you know, this person's been friends with me for years, so they know that that is just one thing that I don't tolerate. And it took a lot for him to get back into my good graces. I just don't like dishonest people at all. So I don't want to be one of them. So I would never ever describe myself as a liar. Number 3, what type of music makes your teeth grind and why? I assume that means what type of music do I not like? And this is not to diss anybody's music choices at all, but I do not like rap. I cannot stand the majority of it. There are a couple of rap songs that I don't mind and I can tolerate, but for the most part, that genre is just not me. But again, I'm not dissing anybody's, that's just my personal taste on it. So, number 4, if you could join any TV sitcom, what would it be and why? Sorry, they're doing yard work on the street over here, so hopefully that's not too loud in the video. I think it would be Friends, even though most of the reruns. I grew up watching that show. It was one of my favorites. And my high school group of friends, there was really 4 of us, but we had some honorary people in our group. We actually were different characters from the Friends group. We nicknamed ourselves the Friends group. Our song was the Friends theme song. we may have been big dorks, I don't know, but I would love to join the Friends cast, and just be a part of that. It's just such a great show. And I want a group of friends like that as adults. That would be so cool. Anyways, number 5, if you could choose one animal to help you win a fight, what would it be and why? My husband's favorite animal is a wolverine. Those animals are pretty vicious. So if I were to need to call on an animal to help me win a fight, I think a vicious wolverine would be kind of a good partner, as long as they didn't turn on me. But yeah, I think a wolverine. They kind of tend to know how to kick booty. All right. What is your go-to feel-good movie? My childhood movies really are my go-to feel-goods. Never-Ending Story, Labyrinth, Dark Crystal. I absolutely love those movies, and those are the movies. Princess Bride, I don't really have one, but those are my go-to, if I just want something to watch or need something to cheer me up. I think those are the ones that I go to, typically. What would you sing at karaoke? I wouldn't. I would not sing at karaoke, although I have, when I've had a few drinks in me. A group from work used to go out to a local Chinese food restaurant of all places, and they had a karaoke night in the back, and I did sing once after having a couple of drinks, because I told you all I'm a lightweight. I don't remember what song it was, but I wouldn't typically sing at karaoke at all. So that's kind of a boring answer, but yeah. And then number 8 is, if you were a superhero, what power would you choose and why? That's an interesting one. If I was a superhero, I kind of think, I don't know if it's a boring answer, but I kind of think flying, if that's considered, that's considered a superpower. Flying would be neat because, one, I'm obsessed with owls. I love owls. And I just think it would be so neat to fly around and see the view from above, like in the airplane, but also to get to places. No traffic. If there was an emergency, you just basically just fly right there. If you needed to help somebody, flying would be the quickest way to get to places. But just the views, like, me and pictures. So I think flying would be just amazing superpower to have. Number 9, what did you want to be as a child? Wow. I honestly do not remember, but I know that I started going to college for like oceanography. I did like oceanography, forestry, that type of stuff. I've always loved animals. I've always had pets, and I just remember, as a child, just loving pets and maybe thinking how cool it would be. I didn't have like one type of job in mind, but just any sort of line of work that worked with animals, whether it be aquatic or, at the zoo or a vet, but something that had to do with animals. And I did start to go to college for that, and that's when I met my husband. And I got pregnant, and kind of college went on the back burner, and I never went back. And I ended up in retail, which has nothing to do with animals. Maybe someday, I don't know. But I have my own little group of animals that I take care of, so maybe that's as close as I'll get to that. But number 10, what's the craziest, stupidest thing you've done as a dare? I don't think that I could say it in the video. It's slightly embarrassing and slightly private. Let's just say it had to do with one of those big giant trampolines. And it was a pretty dumb move that I did in high school, that I had to live with a video for a little while because people were jerks. But I really don't know. That's the only thing that I could think of that was like the craziest, stupidest thing that I've done. Just wasn't a smart choice at all. But use your imagination. But I don't want to go too far into that one. Hello. If you had to describe yourself as one animal, what would it be and why? I want to say an owl, just because I'm obsessed with them, but I don't know why other than being, obsessed and intrigued. Maybe a bald eagle would be what I would describe myself as. I am very patriotic. I am not political, but I do love my country. My husband served 20 years in the Marine Corps. And even before then, my family has been, military, extended family, not my parents, but my grandparents. So I would probably say the bald eagle, which is so cool because I can drive 10, 15 minutes, and if you get lucky, I can see them. But they're just so majestic, and they just scream America, like everybody says. So, yeah. I think out of all of them, I would say the bald eagle, just because of the patriotic and the proudness that I have. So, yeah. What's your favorite flavor of jelly bean? Well, I tend to like the Starburst jelly beans, and everybody loves the pinks and the reds. So when that bag comes out, my husband usually buys me a couple of them because, the reds and the pinks, those are the favorites. Those are my favorites. Although I will eat them all because they're delicious. So just the reds and the pinks. And the last one, do you sleep with a top sheet? Why or why not? Okay, so this is funny. Not necessarily. I sleep with a comforter. Yeah. Almost no matter what. Like if it gets up to 90 degrees, not so much. I'll have like a leg hanging out or a foot hanging over so I feel cool. My husband is like a built-in heater. He's always warm. So, and I'm always cold. My feet and my hands are always freezing. So I'll like cuddle up to him to get warm. And he just has one of his military blankets. I don't know what it's called. It's like I don't know. Not like a poncho liner. I don't know. It's like a weird material. He sleeps with that. And I'll curl up in a comforter. And that's just my thing. I have to, even sitting and stitching, I have to have a blanket on me regardless, because I just tend to get cold. That probably means poor circulation for sure. But definitely a comforter, and he tends to overheat, but we still cuddle and stuff. It's just, I take the majority of the comforter and kind of cover up in it. So, yeah. those were the questions that Carla Rolodex Stitcher came up with. They are some pretty cool off-the-wall ones. And she's asked that we tag her if we use it here on Flosstube, so I'll tag her. It's the Rolodex random tag, so I'll make sure and tag her. So thank you, Carla, if you watch this, for coming up with these questions. It was like the perfect timing because I wasn't sure what I was going to do today since I didn't stitch yesterday. And I'm almost done with it. Oh, here are the birds. That's the one cool thing about my backyard, is because we have all these trees, we get so many birds. They're just flying around the trees up there. It's so neat. I also wanted to thank my friend Anna, Stitch Roadie. She mentions me almost in every one of her videos, which is awesome. But I've had a couple of people come over, not a couple, but recently a couple that have come over from her channel that say that she mentions me quite often in her videos, so they had to give me a chance. So I appreciate you joining from Anna's channel. She's pretty amazing. And I wanted to thank Daylene for being so supportive, and you know, we check up on each other, and she gave me the idea for these interviews, which hopefully will pan out. So we'll see how that goes. And just thank you to everybody. Uh-oh, Bunny's right next to my leg. Oh, there you go. Made me a little nervous. But thank you, everybody, for just enjoying these daily videos that I am able to make. I appreciate you all joining me daily and being so encouraging and, you know, thanking me. You guys are helping me too, so it gives me something to do every day, and it makes me feel a sense of accomplishment also, just knowing that, you know, y'all enjoy it and that I'm helping other people. So I appreciate that. Woo. I think I forgot to say what Flosstube this was. I don't even know what Flosstube number it is. 54, and it's April 26th. Yeah, at the very end of the video. So this is where I'm going to stop. So I got a little bit more filled in. Getting there. I guess these Stitch With Me videos help me fill this in, because I can't sit downstairs and do it, but it helps to sit there and talk and fill it in. The rooster, he just makes me smile. The neighborhood's pretty cool. Okay, well, I hope he's hopping around all happy. He didn't attack me. I hope you guys enjoyed this Stitch With Me, and thank you again for all the birthday wishes for my daughter. We really, really appreciate it. Just one big family wishing her happy birthday was pretty cool. So hopefully I will get some stitching done today, and I'll have some stuff to show y'all tomorrow. So until then, I hope you guys have a great day. You get lots of stitching done. I think today's the last day of the 24 hours of cross stitch. Some people are cranking out some stitching. It's pretty amazing. So props to you guys for doing that. Maybe next time I'll join in. It was just the timing. I wasn't going to do it on my daughter's birthday. So anyways, until tomorrow, happy stitching, everybody.